Hello, this is publication week for The Body and the Blitz. It is out on Thursday, and if you haven't already, please consider pre-ordering it or head into stores this week or this weekend to pick it up. This is something that's really important for authors, and today I thought I would explain why that is, why we're all so focused on asking you to either pre-order the book before it comes out or go out on the week of publication to get your copy. So there's this thing that everyone in the publishing industry is obsessed with called Nielsen BookScan. This is a sort of reporting data that is used across the UK and I think in lots of different places in the world to register every single time a book is bought. Now it registers if you buy the book from an online retailer like Amazon, or if you buy it on a bookstore's website or in-store in a bookstore, whether that is a chain bookstore or an independent bookstore. I think Nielsen covers about 95% of stores in the UK and Ireland, so it is something that is pretty good at working out how many books are bought every day and every week. If you're a publisher, you'll get data every Tuesday about the week running Sunday to Sunday, and you'll get to see how every single one of your books did that week, how many copies each of your authors and each of their books sold. So it is really precise, and it's something that publishers are really, really focused on. And if you see on a book that it's a bestseller, that means that it, on the Nielsen BookScan charts, it was the top 20 or 10 or 5 or even top 1 of its category. So there's children's, there's YA, there's picture books, there's mystery, there are lots of different categories, and you can be a bestseller in all of those. It's a bit like Amazon categories, but much more precise because of course it's pulling from all different bookstores, all different retailers all across the country. So obviously, if you have a new book out, you really want to get on that chart. You want to get as high up as possible because it proves to the publisher that your book is doing really well, that your book has fans, that you as a writer have fans. The first week is always going to be the best because it does contain those pre-order numbers from fans, as well as all the people who go into bookstores, see there's a new book and pick it up. So your first week is the most crucial week of any week. You really want to get as high as possible to prove to your publisher, to prove to everybody that your book is doing well. Now, obviously, first week is not the only thing that's important. Publishers want to see lifetime sales. They want to see how many copies the book sells throughout its whole lifetime on the shelf. And of course, sometimes books start off doing pretty well or doing okay, and then maybe there's a film or TV adaptation and the sales spike. Sometimes the first book in a series does pretty well, and then the second one does better, and the third one does better again, and it pulls all of the other titles' sales up. So it's not totally the be-all and end-all that first week, but it is something that is really important. It's a really important and useful marker to publishers to show them that the series is doing well, that you are doing well, that fans like you, that readers like you. And so that is why authors are always like, please pre-order my book, please pre-order my book, because they want those first week sales, they want those first week pre-orders, they want to see that first number as high as possible. Now, why does any of this matter? Because publishing is ultimately a business. Publishers are more likely to give authors new contracts, better contracts, if they can show that they have sold more books. If their lifetime sales numbers look healthy, look exciting, publishers are more likely to pick up authors for more books. And this feeds into something that authors get very passionate about, and I think fans are often confused about, which is copyright and piracy. Now, I think I see a lot of the time, fans not understanding why authors are so keen to protect their copyright and so upset about piracy. They say, well, I'm reading your book, I'm a fan of your book, I'm telling people about your book. Does it really matter that I downloaded the PDF? I didn't actually buy it. And it seriously, genuinely does. Because the thing I said at the top of this about Nielsen BookScan being the only way that publishers work out how many books are sold and therefore how popular an author is true. They do not go online and look at what people are saying about books. I mean, they like it, that's nice, but that is not where they get their data from. It does not matter to them that a series might have a lot of fans if they are not seeing those numbers on Nielsen BookScan, if they're not seeing people pre-ordering new titles in the series, if they're not seeing people going into bookstores and buying the books, there is no reason for them to buy more titles. And so when authors say my book's been pirated, this is problematic for me, and readers who don't understand why, that is why. Because if authors can't prove that they have fans through things like Nielsen BookScan, they will not get more contracts. So if people are fans of books, it is so important to either buy them through any kind of retailer, any kind of store, or take them out of the library. Because that is the other way that publishers see how popular books are. They look at library loans. In some countries, like the UK and Ireland, and I think parts of the US, you actually get, as an author, you get money back for each time your book is taken out of the library. So it actually does help the author. So even though the book is free to readers, free from the library, the author also gets 6p, 8p, 8 cents, or whatever it is, back every single time somebody takes the book out of the library. So it really does help authors, and publishers can see it. But otherwise, if you are downloading that PDF for free, you are doing the opposite of supporting the author. You're taking away a sale. You're making the author look less popular to the publisher. They're less likely to get more deals. They're less likely to write more books for you. And also, in general, it means that the book business thinks that fewer and fewer people are buying books. So it is less profitable to be a publisher, less profitable to be an author. And it sort of means that ultimately future generations of authors will be able to get less money from writing. And that is what we're protecting when we protect copyright, when we're saying, please don't pirate. We're protecting not just our own incomes, but the incomes of other authors, both now and in the future. It is incredibly important. I get incredibly worked up about it, because we really do need to protect copyright so that people can keep on writing the books that you love. Because we're all here because we love books, we love writing, we love stories, and the only way to protect that is to actually either buy books or take them out of the library. Downloading them does not help. It really hinders. So that's my little explanation of Nielsen BookScan and bestsellers and copyright and piracy and a lot of different things. That is why it would be really helpful to me and to all the other authors that you love if you go out and you pre-order their new books, or you go and buy it on the week of publication. As I said, The Body and the Blitz is out on Thursday in the UK and Ireland and lots of different places in the world. Other translations are coming, but at the moment that is where you can get it. So I really hope you will go out there and buy it, or take it out of the library. Pre-order it from the library also really helps. Thank you so much. I hope that was really interesting.